Especially in light of the current climate and the threats against police, why people are videoing personal vehicles.
Well, from what I read yesterday, the biggest threat to police is other police.
Well, that's definitely not the case. Actually, you can't. Under Section 44 of the Terrorism Act, we've got power to request your name and date of birth.
No way. So you're not aware that Theresa May repealed Section 44 in 2012 then?
No. No, and I'm aware that I've got a power to request your name.
Then why did you bring up Section 44 if it's not specific? You specifically said Section 4. Which section then?
Actually, it doesn't matter, to be perfectly honest. It doesn't matter. I'm aware.
The conversation starts off sounding friendly, but pay attention to the shift. Within seconds, a casual chat turns into an investigation. This is often where people unknowingly surrender information they were never legally required to provide. Do you think this officer is simply gathering facts, or is he already looking for a reason to justify the stop? Let me know in the comments.
What's going on, mate?
Can you identify yourself, please? Adam Thomas Williams. This
Yes.
hubby?
No.
Oh.
It's quite a common name in Wales.
Yeah, okay. What's the matter?
Well, basically, mate, we've had a report that someone's been outside videoing the police cars.
Yeah.
Taking photographs of them. We're just making sure everything's all right.
Yeah.
For obvious reasons, really.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay. Any particular reason you're videoing police cars at a police station?
Well, any particular reason you've got a problem with it?
Basically, mate,
you elevating your vehicles and you above that of the public, because the public
no,
can
we're just wondering, because obviously I don't go around videoing members of the public's vehicles, do I?
You're not wondering,
so
are you? You're coming out and investigating. Wondering is a silent process, and you're in the investigation process.
Yeah, we're just trying to gather further information to see why you're doing what you're doing.
Well, why?
Well, because it gives us concern, actually, especially in light of the current climate and the threats against police, why people are videoing personal vehicles.
Well, from what I read yesterday, the biggest threat to police is other police.
Well, that's definitely not the case.
Oh, I thought it was somebody on the force that killed 4 officers yesterday in France.
In France, not in the UK.
Okay.
Right. What's your name, sir?
Why do you want to know?
Because we've got powers in law to ask, actually, if you're videoing police cars.
Well, no, and I've got powers to say no. I can invoke the right to anonymity.
Actually, you can't. Under Section 44 of the Terrorism Act, we've got power to request your name and date of birth.
No way. So you're not aware that Theresa May repealed Section 44 in 2012 then?
No, no.
Do you think you should if you're coming out with this type of rhetoric with me?
Sorry?
Do you think you should know that?
I know I've got a power to ask for your name and your day of birth.
Hold on.
The Terrorism Act.
Let's step back to Section 44. Are you not aware that that doesn't exist anymore?
The specific section of the legislation is irrelevant. I'm aware that I've got a power to request your name.
Then why did you bring up Section 44 if it's not specific? You specifically said Section 4. Which section then?
Actually, it doesn't matter, to be perfectly honest. It doesn't matter. I'm aware.
I was honest with you before saying I don't know what it falls under.
I've got a power in law to actually demand that you give me your name and your date of birth under that legislation.
Demand it then.
Give me your name and your date of birth.
No, because you've just committed...
I've got reasonable grounds to suspect that you're engaged in hostile reconnaissance of police vehicles.
Really? What's the difference between passive reconnaissance then?
Sorry?
What's the difference between passive reconnaissance? How would you know the difference? What is the difference between passive reconnaissance and hostile?
There's no such thing. Reconnaissance is not a passive act, is it?
Of course it can be.
No, it's not.
It could be for a story.
Reconnaissance is not
It could be for a
act,
hobby. Of course it is.
Reconnaissance, the very nature of reconnaissance.
Listen to me.
Going out of your way to take
You've committed an offence.
or pictures of something.
You have committed an offence.
No, I haven't.
There it is, the moment everything changes. The officer cites a specific legal provision only to be challenged that it was repealed years ago. Whether that legal claim is ultimately correct or not, the key point is that once a specific legal power is questioned, credibility becomes part of the encounter. If you were standing here, would you have known enough to question it, or would you have simply complied?
Under Section 26 of the Criminal Justice and Courts Act 2015, you have just threatened to use your power improperly.
No, I haven't.
And the reason I have left it,
Actually,
is because you should have corrected him, because you have also committed offence by not correcting him and putting him right. So the pair of you have.
That's actually not the case.
It is the case.
Because we have that power in law.
You don't have the power.
You're well aware we have that power.
You don't have the power. Go and get your memo from Trotter, who was head of ACPO, and read what it says, 2010, about photographing the police and about photographing cars. Because you're really struggling, aren't you?
These aren't operational police vehicles in this car park. So that gives me more of a concern of why you're interested in them.
So what?
Look, we're clearly not really getting anywhere with this conversation, are we?
It's because you don't know your shit, that's why.
Look, all you need to know is that I'm aware I've got powers in law to do the things that I do.
Why don't you go for it and do it?
Hey?
Do it.
Because actually, at the moment...
Because you know you're wrong, and you know you're going to get sued if you do. You're wrong.
That's not the case, is it? That's not the case at all. Look, if you're just doing this to try and waste our time, to try and get a reaction out of us, that's fair enough. But I'd appreciate you a bit of honesty in the conversation, really. If you're here for a legitimate reason, then fine. But why wouldn't you tell us that?
I don't have to disclose anything.
You don't have to, but you do appreciate though, and you said it was a personal project. You won't tell me why.
I don't have to. I don't have to.
Yeah,
I think you need to.
Actually, the reason we're suspicious is
some.
this is a secure police station.
Well, if it's secure, what's your worry?
In the middle of nowhere.
Exactly.
Right, so there's no real legitimate reason for you to be here, is there?
Member of the public walking up a public footpath, is that not legitimate enough?
With a camera, taking pictures of vehicles and registration details.
Taking a photograph of a brand new building.
Yeah.
Okay, are you a photographer?
No.
Well, then don't tell me what is legitimate then.
Not a photo camera, is it? It's a video camera.
What's that button there?
Yeah, it's a camera.
You're filming me walking.
So what?
Hey,
what I want to know is
if you're here to get a rise or reaction out of us, that's fine. But if you're here for any other purpose...
I can't believe what you've come out with. I cannot believe what you've come out with. You are the worst type of policeman, you are.
Why?
Because you've come out and you have actually... You're abusing your power.
I'm not abusing it.
You're abusing... You've quoted a law that no longer exists, and as you always so rightly tell everybody else, that there's no defence. Ignorance of the law is no defence. But you're actually trying to threaten me with the law that has been repealed 7 years ago.
Existing powers are there.
Unbelievable.
Existing powers are there.
And
whether it's that specific section or not is another thing entirely, isn't it?
Unbelievable.
But it's actually there, and you're well aware that power is there.
I am. I'm aware of the other terrorist powers as well, and I don't think you are, so there's no point going down that road, is there?
Right, okay, that's completely your opinion. But obviously the reason we're out here is because we've had a call from an off-duty officer that a male he doesn't recognise is walking around
Notice
in a car
how the
park.
conversation shifts away from precise legal authority and toward the person's motives. That's an important distinction. Officers may ask questions during an encounter, while members of the public generally decide whether to answer unless the law requires otherwise. The debate here isn't just about filming, it's about where voluntary cooperation ends and legal obligation begins.
Your concern approaching me wasn't that great.
Our concern was enough to come out of our office.
I'd love to see your reaction if we had come out with guns.
Well...
And actually, we're officers that work in places...
This is not my first rodeo, that has happened.
We're officers that work in, obviously, a non-uniform department. And we've just come out to instigate these concerns. Because obviously this is an operational police station, but there's not uniform officers based here.
Why not?
It's just because it isn't. It's not a response police station. They're still based elsewhere, unfortunately.
Apart from custody.
This is basically like a divisional headquarters for the Wrexham area, basically.
How many people you got working here?
Off the top of my head, I couldn't even tell you. Not a clue. The capacity of the building tends to change depending on what's going on here, really.
What do you do here?
Sorry?
What do you do here?
Oh, all sorts. Yeah, there's all sorts of departments based here, just no uniformed response officers.
Okay.
So no, that's the reason why we've come out to speak to you. It's just because you were hanging around with a video camera, as you've said is your right to do. Exactly. In a public place.
But you have to
We're just trying to get to the bottom of why, and obviously, normally if people aren't doing anything wrong, they tend to tell us.
Oh, well, that's always what they use, isn't it? It's always a way of making you feel bad for invoking your rights.
Sorry?
It's always the way of making you feel bad for invoking your rights.
No, not at all.
It is,
not
because in a minute you'll be suggesting that I'm not cooperating or I'm obstructive.
No,
because that's the way it always goes.
Not at all.
I mean, when you invoke a right, I think you should know that I shouldn't have to repeat that invocation and I shouldn't have to explain it. But you always want to know more. You always have to push more.
That is our job, ultimately, at the end of the day, to investigate things,
only for people that are committing crime. You have no evidence of me committing crime.
No, but we're investigating to find out if there is that.
You're investigating somebody taking pictures on the street.
Yeah, but it's what you're taking pictures of. That's the thing.
So what?
And we have it drilled into us on a daily basis about hostile reconnaissance, and that's why we're out here talking to you.
Well, I think it's paranoia.
It may well be.
You're paranoid, and it's not you that's suffering for it, it's the likes of me and other photographers.
Okay.
Because if I was walking past here with a dog, or I was smoking, or I was on my phone, you wouldn't bother me. It's only because you see a camera.
It's because we see a camera, and we had the report that you were taking pictures of vehicles with it.
Well, of course, I'd be even more
At this
suspicious.
stage, neither side is really arguing about cameras anymore. They're arguing about authority. One side is trying to establish suspicion, while the other keeps asking for the legal basis behind every request. That's why this exchange has become so compelling. It turns into a test of knowledge, confidence, and communication under pressure.
That would be even more suspicious. So when you say, I've got a camera and I'm taking photographs, listen, it's perfectly lawful what I'm doing. There's no angle to it. And even if there was an angle to it, you have your limits on what you can say to me and what you can ask.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if I want to invoke my right to anonymity,
I respect that.
I can do that, and you should respect that.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Okay, we done?
I'm not exactly sure, to be honest. Bear with me for a minute.
What does that mean, bear with me? I'm detained?
No,
okay.
I'm not detained. I've not suggested that for a second.
Okay.
I've got no power in law to detain you at the moment.
How am I bearing with you then?
Sorry?
How am I going to bear with you? Are you processing something? I can see something's going on.
You can feel free.
That hamster wheel is going at 100 mile an hour.
I'm just considering my options.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me know when the...
I will.
If you want to leave,
should I do the countdown theme?
Sorry?
Should I do the countdown theme?
If it'll make you feel more comfortable, by all means. By all means. Right. Yeah, I'm quite happy at the moment, based on this conversation with you.
Okay.
That you're doing nothing illegal. Okay.
Right.
I'm quite happy that you can carry on doing that at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see your happy face then.
Hey?
Let's see your happy face.
This is my normal general face.
Okay.
It doesn't get much happier than this, to be honest.
Are you happy, or you look a little bit
especially happy,
maudlin?
But
confused? Concerned?
I'm concerned, yeah. But I told you that when I first came up to you.
Okay. And you come up to me, single female on your own. You can't be that concerned.
I'm a police officer.
Oh right. You're deadly.
No,
it's
say
just,
that, did I?
It's what we do, isn't it?
You know, I'm not going to stand on the corner going, "Ooh, could someone come and join me?" You know, I've come and speak to you as a human being, which I'd hope that you would do the same to me. So it's been fine, hasn't it? But I wish you'd just have told me why you were doing it, and it might make me feel a bit happier.
Okay, you no need to know. Who's this?
I don't know why you're so concerned about who's coming and going to the police station. They're police vehicles.
Reconnaissance.
Look, he's clearly trying to get a rise out of us at this point.
No, I just want you to realise that you can actually be doing reconnaissance, and it might be for a story. Okay, nice to chat with you. Go and look up section 44, won't you?
This is where many encounters become psychological instead of legal. Repeating questions, suggesting that silence looks suspicious, or appealing to someone's willingness to cooperate can all increase pressure. Knowing your rights is important, but staying calm and respectful is just as important. Which approach do you think is more effective here, the officer's persistence or the auditor's restraint?